are watching Garden TV, and you're in the studio with us today with Robin Stockwell. And you kind of have a specialty with succulent plants,
That's
correct?
right. I'm a succulent guy.
All right, there we go.
Yeah. I grow succulents. That's what I do.
So tell me, what are the advantages to the succulent plant? I mean, just for the regular person who
Succulent
isn't familiar.
plants, well, succulent plants are plants that have adapted to environments where water has not been available for long periods.
Mm-hmm.
So they're basically low maintenance plants. They use less water, they use less fertilizer, they require less maintenance than most other plants.
So the advantage to having a plant like that would be because they don't need as much water, but then, and they're used quite a bit in landscaping, but can you use them as a food source
as a food source? No.
No, I didn't.
It would be nice because I would probably sell far more.
Yeah.
Being inedible. But they're great container plants.
Okay.
So people who live in small spaces, they make wonderful dish gardens on patios. You can landscape with them. I do the vertical gardening where I plant walls.
Okay.
So they're really versatile plants that you can do a lot with, and it's hard to go wrong with them because they're easy.
Okay. So now you were speaking a little bit about the vertical plants.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit more about how you would build something like that.
So I do a lot of vertical gardens, which takes a certain container to be able to do that. And it's a container designed for putting upright on a wall. And we usually plant those with cuttings and grow them in over a 6 to 12 week period before they can actually go up on the wall.
I see.
And we use different kinds of containers depending on the application where it's going to be placed.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it's a very decorative, people can have this inside their home as a piece of art, kind of.
It's living art.
Yeah,
It's
that's
living
wonderful.
art. The original name when I was doing these in the early 1980s was My Living Picture, is what I called it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now you have done something, I heard you built this gigantic sphere all made out of various types of succulent plants.
Yeah.
Tell me, how big was that?
So we called it the globe, and the globe was 10 feet in diameter, and it was a sphere in which we used a template to lay out the Earth to scale, and then we planted all the continents and all the oceans, and the globe was built. It was a very expensive project.
Oh my goodness.
The globe was built in a way that it rotates, so it goes around, and it was to scale to the Earth, and it was at the same tilt as the axis of the Earth.
Wow. How long did something like that take to make? I mean, if you had to grow it actually, or put it together.
Well, it took 30,000 plants, and it took a crew of about 5 people, 5 full days just to plant it, and they didn't count the time to prepare the plants. And then, there was the, it took several months to grow it in. It was actually grown in over a period of about 6 months before it actually was shown to the public.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're going to have a little picture of that because it's hard to imagine. And when you showed it to me, I just thought, oh my goodness, it's such on a grand scale that you just can't even imagine what it would look like.
It is really impressive. We have it up at the nursery for about 3 more weeks before we
Okay.
dismantle it.
And how long? These can last pretty much indefinitely as far as having them in your home?
They go on and on and on. They're really better outdoors than indoors. If
Depending on your
you're
climate.
indoors, you have to have a particular environment.
I see. Well,
Yeah.
thank you, and I apologize for you've given me some new information that I didn't know, and hopefully that translates well to our audience.
Hopefully you'll start growing some succulents.
Yeah, I'm going to give that a try.
And come see us on the Monterey Bay.
Monterey Bay.
And if you want information on succulents, we have a website. It's
Please tell us.
sgplants.com, and I do a newsletter monthly. Do a lot of question and answering for people all over the world.
Thanks, Robin.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Thank you
it.
for having me.
All right.
Great, and enjoy the garden show.
Yeah, it's been
Yeah.
wonderful. This is Holly Hamilton, and you're watching Garden TV.